While I'm working on my truck again, I took off the exhaust manifold and replaced it about 100,000 miles ago because I thought the factory one had a crack in it. It turned out it did not, which is why I'm glad I kept it and checked it out and everything, because the aftermarket one I put on cracked very badly and I had to rig it up. I'll point down to what I did specifically. So I put a bolt and a washer, and I gotta put my on the downpipe right here to hold it, to hold the ear up against the one side, otherwise it would leak exhaust. So it uses this kind of gasket called a packing gasket, and it presses together and it keeps the exhaust from leaking out. It worked fairly well, I guess. I never really heard or smelled exhaust, but for mileage and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one back on, and put the factory manifold. I got all new gaskets. I got the new packing gasket, the new exhaust gasket for the manifold. I'm gonna clean off this surface really well. I thought I'd show you guys 200,000 mile engine and these ports, how clean they look at 200,000 miles. That one looks pretty good. That's one. That should be cylinder 2. I hope that's the way they numbered these. Not sure. And here's 3. I really can't get to 4 because there's too much stuff back there, but well, I guess I got to it pretty good. Yeah, you can see it, 202,000 miles on the engine, and the exhaust ports, or the exhaust runners on the engine, are pretty freaking clean. Probably because of my before mentioned, if you watched my other video on the intake gasket I replaced, that I use lots and lots of fuel injection cleaners and stuff. Outside the engine looks dirtier than the inside. It's ridiculous. I guess I could get that out of there now. I want to change the O2 sensor before I dropped it into the frame. Well, here it is. I was like, oh, hell with it. What difference does it make? I dropped the old one. I was like, big deal. So really wasn't concerned about dropping the old one. Now I'm going to show you the manifolds here. I'll go to them. Now there's some mowing going on in the area, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me. So here is the aftermarket manifold. Or no, wait, this is the factory. This is the aftermarket manifold that I bought for it. I got to take the O2 sensor off because I didn't buy a new O2 sensor. This one's pretty new. You only change an O2 sensor when they stop switching once a second. And that'll probably never come up in one of my videos because I really don't do a whole lot of mechanic videos. You can look that up, O2 switching and O2 sensor stuff, but you should really never change them unless they stop switching once per second. But see, the ear broke off. See the other ones? Look at that. That ear broke right on off of there. You know, there's another difference on this manifold. I'm going to put it in the light. Look in there. You could see there's no dividing passage. I don't know how important that is, but on the factory one, you could clearly see there's a dividing passage where it goes through. On the O2 sensor, sits between the dividers. Maybe that'll help my mileage. I don't know. I didn't design the damn thing. I just drive it, you know, and fix what's wrong with it. So I don't know what the engineers, what they do and why they do it. I do know that they build these and then they tune the computers for a specific operating range, and they know exactly, they kind of know exactly how to tune them to where they'll run for the efficiency they set them at, whatever it is. But that's a debate I don't want to get into either. So, but yeah, the damn ear broke right on off, and I thought that this manifold had a crack in it, and I thought I was leaking exhaust. And that's a whole nother issue, that there was a complete misdiagnosis on my part. It was just a simple gasket. I would have been set. I didn't have to go through all that trouble. But that's pretty much it. Exhaust manifold replacement, intake runners at 200,000 miles. Not a whole lot of carbon buildup in there. Like I said, I use a lot of fuel injection cleaner, you know, and I think that makes a big difference to use them cleaners. You know, I mean, I'm guessing it does, because I mean, look at my other video, and you know, you'll see them passages at 195,000 and they're spotless. So I'll end that here.